Okay, here we are. So what I was saying is, by the way, today is 18th of April 2024. It's 4:58 a.m. Um, so when we say that we're gonna learn skills in speaking or conversing in English. Now, my way of teaching this is different than the rest of the people. I mean, I don't want to say that I'm different than others. No, but somewhere down the line that every individual who learns English as a language, okay, different ways they follow. Some people listen to the music, some people listen to the songs, and they catch uh, the style of the native speaker. Now, one point which I would like to make here for you is, have a good diary or a notebook along with you.
Yes,
Scrapbook. Yeah, you have it. Great. Okay.
yes,
Because there are certain words which we gonna come across, you gonna come across, which are new to us, new to you. Phrases along the way while we are talking. You will need to grab those. Now, coming back to the point, so every language has a style of its own. Um, and what we need to do here, in particularly in English languages, we need to copy someone or some group of people who know this language from their birth. Now, what would be that population? So, that population would be either English, which is England, Great Britain, right? England, London. Second population or group of people or geographical area is America. Now, these are the two major countries who have their own language or a national language as English. They are the forefathers of this particular language. England and America, United States of America. Now we need to copy them. Now these two set of people are called as native speakers. Now native, Nativ. Let me put it here. Native. I hope you could see the message option here.
yes, yes,
Yeah. So what is native? Native, that means local. Local, someone who is local. Now if you, so we both of us are local of this area. We have born and brought up here. We know this geographical area in and out. We are local here. We are not residing uh, like 2 or 3 months before, or 2 3 years before. No, we have born and brought up here. Our generations have lived here. So, someone who has been staying in a particular geographical area for a long time, from generations, are known as native. You must have heard a term called Native Americans or Native Indians. Native Americans, that means before the United States of America was founded or discovered, there were uh, some people used to live there. We used to call them tribes, tribal people. आदिवासी राहायचे तिथं अमेरिकेमध्ये. सुरुवातीला जेव्हा अमेरिका ह्यांनी शोधायच्या अगोदर, म्हणजे कोलंबसने वाटतं शोधला ना,
mm,
दुसरा कोणी शोधला, अ, तर व्हॉयेजरने शोधला. तिथं कोण राहायचे, तर आदिवासी राहायचे. सो दोज आर कॉल्ड एज नेटिव्ह अमेरिकन्स. नेटिव्ह अमेरिकन्स. आपण अंदमान निकोबार इकडे पण बघतो की काही नेटिव्ह नेटिव्ह लोक राहतात, आदिवासी राहतात, पहिल्यापासून राहतात. मग बाहेरून येतात. ऑस्ट्रेलियामध्ये पण नेटिव्ह ऑस्ट्रेलियन्स आहेत, काही ट्राईब्स आहेत. सो तसं. सो what I wanted to, what I mean is here, we need to follow the if you want to learn English, we need to follow the etiquette, the way those native people speak their own language. Their own language, that means here in this term English. Say for example, if someone has to learn Marathi, let's say, okay, someone is getting into our meeting now. One. Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Great. So we have a new joinee today. Is one of my best friends, Mr. Vishnu Panchal. So we are
Hello, good morning.
friends.
Good morning.
So a little bit about him. He and so both of us, Vishnu and me, we are college friends. We live adjacent to each other, like one colony away. Uh, we have completed our graduation together. He was a different. I mean, he's senior to me, a year senior to me. So we have been knowing each other since like 20, 25 years. Uh, so he has completed his MA, right? You have completed your MA?
BCom.
Oh, sorry, commerce. He is from commerce. He's from finance background. He has completed his BCom. He's working with Penkies.
Yes.
He works for one of those divisions there. So I'm sorry, I didn't tell. What do you say? I didn't tell him about us, what I'm doing in terms of language teaching. We need to keep ourselves mute. That way, this particular session gets recorded clearly, crystal clear. Mute yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, so I didn't tell him that I take sessions of English language. So he was so keen about it. So he joined today. One more point which I would like to exhibit here about Vishnu is that he comes from a religious background. He is a religious person. He uh, takes participation in kirtan, bhajans, Varkari Sampradaya. He belongs to a Varkari Sampradaya, just like me. He does yoga, he does pranayama, and whatnot. So that's Vishnu for you. And Miss Kanchan Mallar Thakur. Basically, she's my friend's wife. She's housewife. She's pursuing her LLB. Okay. She has done her master's in Marathi Sahitya, Marathi literature. She comes from Parbhani. She is born and raised there. She has done her education there. Um, and her husband and me, we are friends since childhood. Uh, and she is a law student. She is completing her law in her second year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Um, so they stay here at Fursungi. She is also keen to learn English language. That's why we plan together to join and do this session. We call this session as a power hour. That's something which is best way to put it across. What is power hour? It's an hour which gives us a power. Okay, once we, even myself, when we complete this session for a day, a whole day goes powerfully well. The things which we learn together from each other, the motivations which we get from this hour and a half session, It remains for a whole day, this coming day. And that's why we thought of doing this session early in the morning, the first thing in a day. So we usually start it at 4:30, but that's okay. It's not everyone's cup of tea to wake up that early, because in order to start this session at 4:30, we have to wake up at 4 at least. Then we have to complete our daily chores and then start at 4:30. So it's not easy task. I understand. We understand. We all of us understand. So we thought of doing it a little later at like 5 a.m. One more thing, we thought of using a technology here, like a Google Meet, where we can sit at our home at our comfort zone, and we can do this. Uh, that way, we can save time, energy, and of course, money as well with this using a technology. And we have technology, why shouldn't we use it? We are in a world of technology, we are living in a technology world. Now, coming back to the point as to why English speaking skills are required, you know very well, all of you, both of you, why we need. So I will not go into that. How we gonna do it? How we gonna achieve it? That's something we were talking before Miss Kanchan was pitching. Okay, jump into the meeting. We have still one person left to join, Mr. Kishore. He will be joining anytime now. Uh, so what I was talking with Vishnu is we need to learn English the way natives have learned. And we three of us know the meaning of native. That was the first sentence we heard, Miss Kanchan, if you remember, in our first session. Who is native? Native is local. Someone who is local. So we three of us are local here in Pune. Why? Because we have born and brought up here. We have our home here. We have our forefathers living here. So we are locals of Pune. Same way, who is English language native speaker? The answer is someone who has his mother tongue, his or her mother tongue English. That's the first requisite. Second is who is living in a country or in a geographical location where this English language started. And English language started in England, United Kingdom, Great Britain. Two, three names are given to that country. The second country which has almost the origin of English is America, United States of America, which is actually um, second part of English people. It's a mix of many civilizations, many languages. America, when we talk about United States of America, it's it's a country of migrant people. Now, what is migrant? What is migration? Let me put it here. You can write down this migrant or migration. Migrant and or migration. Migrant is someone who has migrated. मायग्रेशन म्हणजे मायग्रेट करणे म्हणजे दुसऱ्या ठिकाणाहून एखाद्या ठिकाणावर जाणे. काय म्हणतात त्याला मराठीमध्ये, त्याचा अर्थ काय होईल? मायग्रेशन करणे म्हणजे विस्थापित होणे. You must have heard a term called migratory birds. Migratory birds, स्थलांतर करणारे पक्षी. आपल्या मराठीमध्ये आपण म्हणतो स्थलांतर करणारे पक्षी. आपण ऐकतो बगळे, अजून बरेच स्वान्स, अजून फ्लेमिंगोज. flamingos. So migrant or migration or migratory birds. So as we know, as we have the rule, when you come across any new word while in this session, at least, we need to write down those words. How would we do it? Is, let's say this is the page of your your notebook. Fold it upside down, from up to down. Fold it first, then fold it again. That way you will have four parts: one, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. So the first part, from left to right, you will write that word and the meaning of it. Then once you are done with this first half, you will come to this. Now, along the journey in learning this language, we, particularly you people, you are going to complete so many pages. You're going to write down, or you're going to finish up writing so many pages with the new words and their meanings. And that is how I have learned. So what I'm going to teach you, or I'm going to share with you the skills as to how did I learn this language exactly. I'm going to tell you all those points which I have used, or I have been using in learning this language. And this is the first thing which I have done, is writing down the words which are unknown to me and their meanings. Second thing we will need is a good dictionary. But those days are gone where we had to have a physical dictionary, which I used to have uh, before smartphone days. So the smartphone will be our best companion, where anytime we come across any new word, we're going to use this. Okay. Now, when we talked about migrant or migration, it's a new word, migratory birds. So migrant, how would we use a smartphone to search any word? It's simple. Just go on this. I don't know whether you would. Okay. Do you see this bar? Do you see this bar? You saw it, right? So this is a Google search bar. Just click on it and type what word you want to search. So here, in this case, migrant. Migrant meaning. Okay, so migrant, I got the meaning. So what I do is, so the migrant is a person who moves from one place to another, especially in order to find work or better living conditions. Um, a person who moves from one place to another. एखादा व्यक्ती एका जागेपासून दुसऱ्या जागेला म्हणजे जॉग्राफिकल लोकेशन, भौगोलिक भौगोलिक ठिकाण, एका भौगोलिक ठिकाणावरून दुसऱ्या भौगोलिक ठिकाणावर स्थलांतर करतो. थोडक्यात स्थलांतर, मायग्रेशन म्हणजे स्थलांतर. ओके. So I take a screenshot of this and I send it to our team, to our group. So in language learning, basically, we have to increase our vocabulary. That is the main thing. How would we do it? By listening to new words, getting their meanings, writing them down, and using them as much as possible in a daily conversation or writing. That is the way of uh, using that new word, getting used to of that new word. One more thing, which is very basic, which that is my philosophy is, so native speaker. We were talking about the native speaker. So we're gonna copy Americans and English. Let it put in a chronological order. इंग्लिश म्हणजे इंग्लंडची लोक आणि अमेरिकेची लोक ज्यांची मातृभाषा इंग्रजी आहे, आपण त्यांना कॉपी करायचं. सो वी फर्स्ट थिंग इज दॅट. सेकंड थिंग इज our goal is to impress those native speakers. आपल्याला त्यांना इम्प्रेस करायचंय, हे आपलं गोल असलं पाहिजे. आपल्या इथं आपल्या इंडियामध्ये किंवा आपल्या आजूबाजूला जे इंग्लिश बोलतात त्यांना नाही इम्प्रेस करायचं, त्यांच्याकडून लँग्वेज नाही शिकायची. आपल्याला शिकायची त्या लोकांकडून, इंग्लिश लोकांकडून आणि अमेरिकन लोकांकडून. कळलं? सो दॅट इज आवर गोल. त्याचं कारण सांगतो. आय एम गिव्हिंग यू दिस रिझनिंग ऍज टू वाय. So so coming back to that point again, if someone wants to learn Marathi language just like we are learning English, what would be the best native speakers here? Or see, whole Maharashtra talks in Marathi. That's everyone's mother tongue in Maharashtra, right? But what would be the best geographical region or a particular set of speakers who speaks right best Marathi? अख्ख्या महाराष्ट्रामध्ये मराठी बोलली जाते, लिहिली जाते, वाचली जाते, बरोबर ना? ओके, वन मोमेंट. हा, माय बॅटरी इज ड्राइंग आउट. मग जर एखाद्याला मराठी शिकायची असेल व्यवस्थित, हो की नाही, तर मग त्याने कुठली मराठी फॉलो करावी? कोल्हापुरी मराठी, पुणेरी मराठी, वैदर्भीय मराठी, मराठवाड्याची मराठी, वराडी मराठी, कुठली तुमच्या मते कुठली करावी? हा,
पण सदाशिव पेठेतली.
हा, करेक्ट. पुण्यातली पण त्यातल्या त्यात सदाशिव पेठेची, काशेवाडीची नाही, बरोबर ना? पर्वतीची नाही, भीमनगरची नाही. पुण्यामध्ये पण असे पर्टिक्युलर रिजन्स आहेत. समजा एखादा आला फॉरेनचा, त्याने मराठी ग्रामर शिकलंय, हा, सो ही नोज ग्रामर इन अँड आउट ऑफ मराठी. त्याला सगळे ते हे माहिती आहेत, काय म्हणतात त्याला, वहिनी काय असतात गो, काय असतात त्या व्याकरणामध्ये कुठले कुठले असतात, व्यंजन, अजून अलंकार असतात, अजून त्याचे वेगवेगळे
स्वर व्यंजन सगळं
ते आहे. पण हे वृत्त असतात ना, हो की नाही? तर वृत्त वगैरे सगळं शिकलेलं आहे प्रॉपर. यू कॅन कीप युअर सेल्फ म्यूट. ओके, ग्रेट. नाव त्याने ग्रामर शिकलेलं आहे, त्याला ग्रामर बऱ्यापैकी माहिती आहे मराठीचं, त्याला मराठी भाषा बोलताच येत नाही, त्याच्यासाठी तो आलाय पुण्यामध्ये. आणि त्याला म्हणजे कोणीतरी सांगितलं पुण्यामध्ये चांगली मराठी बोलली जाते, लिहिली पण जाते, ठीक आहे. पण त्याला पर्टिक्युलर रिजनच नाही सांगितला की ज्या रिजन मध्ये किंवा पर्टिक्युलर लोकच माहिती नाहीयेत. मग तो समजा काशेवाडीमध्ये गेला आणि तिथली तो भाषा ऐकायला लागला, तो त्यांच्यासारखेच टपोरी बोलणार. किंवा कुठल्या झोपडपट्टीमध्ये त्या चौकामध्ये थांबला आणि तो ऐकत, कारण चौकामध्ये भरपूर गोंगाट वगैरे असतो, लोक भरपूर असतात, तिथे त्या चौकामध्ये थांबला आणि तो ऐकायला लागला, त्याला त्या भाषेचे संस्कार होणार. सेम वे इंग्लिश, you will find many people talking in English. Rampantly you will see them. What is rampantly? New word now, rampantly. What is rampantly? Search it on your smartphone for that. What is rampant? In a way that is uncontrolled and increasing quickly, especially in a negative way. म्हणजे अस्ताव्यस्त वाढ झालेला, रॅम्पंट म्हणजे इथून तिथून नुसता पसरलेला. म्हणजे अशी रॅम्पंटली ती घाणेरडी भाषा बोलली जाते, मराठी भाषा. आणि त्या भाषेचे जर संस्कार त्या माणसावर झाले ज्याला ती मराठी भाषा चांगली शिकायची, त्याला ग्रामर चांगलं येतं, व्याकरणाचा त्याने अभ्यास केलेला आहे, क्लासरूम सेशन्स घेतलेले आहेत, तो त्याच्यावर जर ती वाईट भाषा ऐकण्याचे संस्कार झाले तर तो तशीच बोलणार. मला तशी भाषा बोलायची पण लाज वाटते, बरोबर ना. सो ते संस्कार त्या व्यक्तीवर कसे होतात, भाषेचे म्हणतोय मी, त्याच्यावर डिपेंड करणार आहे की तो ती भाषा नंतर कशी बोलेल आणि मग त्याचं इम्प्रेशन दुसऱ्यावर कसं पडेल. मग तो शिकला अनाहूतपणे, म्हणजे त्याला कोणी गायडच केलं नाही की यार तू ते काशेवाडीमध्ये जाऊन ती भाषा शिकण्यापेक्षा सदाशिव पेठेमध्ये, ज्ञान प्रबोधिनीच्या आजूबाजूला, SP कॉलेजच्या आजूबाजूला कुठल्या तरी वाड्यामध्ये कुठल्या तरी चौकात थांबला असतास, तिथे लोक बसलेले असतात, त्यांच्यावर बोलला असतास, तिथल्या व्याख्यानांना गेला असतास, हो की नाही, तिथल्या कुठल्या मावशी काकांबरोबर थोडासा बोलला असतास, तर तू ती भाषा शिकला असतास, चांगली भाषा. संस्कार त्याला कुठले झाले, त्या भाषेचे काशेवाडीचे झाले, आणि मग त्याची ती भाषा खराब झाली आणि त्याच्या ते मनामध्ये ते फिक्स बसलं की असंच बोललं जातं, मराठी भाषा अशीच बोलली जाते. पण इज दॅट ट्रू? नाउ लेट मी कम बॅक टू इंग्लिश नाउ. सो स्पीकिंग इंग्लिश, you will learn grammar. You will learn grammar from anyone, any Tom, Dick or Harry. That's not a case. Okay, one more phrase here. Tom, Dick or Harry. So this is a new phrase. Any Tom, Dick or Harry. What does it mean? Tom, Dick or Harry म्हणजे कुठलाही येडा गबाळा. आपण म्हणतो ना, अरे ते कुठल्याही येड्या गाबड्याला विचार माझं घर कुठे आहे, तो सांगेल. सेम वे यू आस्क एनी टॉम, डिक और हॅरी where is my home and he will take you to my home. That famous I am. That way. Tom, Dick or Harry. Okay, so coming back to that point again. तर त्याला त्या भाषेचे संस्कार झाले वाईट. वाईट म्हणजे वाईट नाही म्हणता येणार, नॉट अ स्टँडर्ड मराठी. ठीक आहे. तर so you will learn English, you will learn grammar, that's not a problem. You will learn grammar from YouTube or whosoever. As a matter of fact, we have learned while starting learning English, we started with grammar, if you remember. आपण इंग्रजी भाषा शिकण्याची जेव्हा सुरुवात झाली आपली 5वीला, आता पहिलीपासून आहे पण आपल्या वेळी 5वीला होती, आपण पहिल्यांदा काय शिकलो तर ग्रामर शिकलो. That was the first thing which we learned in English language, grammar. But if someone has to learn spoken English or any language for that matter, learning grammar first is not important, or good way of starting learning that language. Spoken English I'm talking about. ती भाषा बोलणे शिकायची असेल तर ती ऐकावी लागते पहिल्यांदा चांगल्या लोक. मग ती कुठल्या लोकांच्या ऐकतो ते महत्वाचं आहे, ते माहिती असणं गरजेचं आहे. म्हणून मी तुम्हाला सुरुवातीला सांगितलं की वी गोना लिसन और वी गोना फॉलो नेटिव्ह स्पीकर्स ऑफ इंग्लिश. नेटिव्ह स्पीकर्स आर देअर इन US अँड UK. त्यांच्यामध्ये पण जे फ्रान्स मधून मायग्रेट झालेले आहेत, स्पेन मधून मायग्रेट झालेले आहेत, जर्मनी मधून मायग्रेट झालेले, त्यांची नाही, त्यांची खूप खराब लँग्वेज असते. इंग्रजी सगळ्यांचे नाही म्हणत, खूप कमी लोक असतात ज्यांच्या 4-5 पिढ्या अमेरिकेमध्ये गेलेल्या असतात. मग ते अमेरिकन होतात, ते इंग्लिश होतात. तर प्रॉपर इंग्लिश लोकांची लँग्वेज ऐकायची. आय गिव्ह यू वन एक्झाम्पल हिअर. ओके, that way you will understand who is a native speaker or a native person in terms of language learning, particularly in English. Now, before we come to English, okay, let's talk about Marathi. So once we get these two examples together, we will understand what I mean to say here. Ata Marathi, let me give you this example. One moment.
Sí, ¿vos de qué parte sos?
You bet you.
होते, पटेल होते, सावरकर होते, सगळे होते. ते असं सांगत असत की आमच्या देशाच्या समाजामध्ये अनेक त्रुटी आहेत, आम्हाला माहिती आहे, अनेक दोष आहेत, आम्हाला माहिती आहे. तो अडराणी आहे, तो दरिद्री आहे, तो अंधश्रद्धा आहे, तो आळशी आहे, अस्वच्छ आहे, बेशिस्त आहे, अनेक आहेत. पण या सगळ्या समस्या सोडवण्याचा एकमेव मार्ग म्हणजे ब्रिटिशांना इथून हाकलून द्या. ब्रिटिशांना इथून हाकलून लावलं की या सगळ्या समस्या चुटकीसरशा सुटणार आहेत. आणि आमचा त्यावेळेला विश्वास होता. आणि 47 साली आम्ही ज्यावेळेला मेडिकल कॉलेजमध्ये दुसऱ्या वर्षात होतो त्यावेळेला ब्रिटिश इथून हकलले गेले की स्वातंत्र्य मिळालं. त्यामुळे मग आम्ही असा विचार केला की आता आपलं काम संपलं. आता या मंडळीने आपल्याला सांगितलं ना, ब्रिटिश इथून गेले की आपल्या देशाच्या सगळ्या समस्या सुटणार, तेव्हा आता ते सुटणार. आता आपण काय करायचं? आपल्याला आता नाटकात कामं करायला आवडतात तर नाटकं करायची. डॉक्टरकी शिकायला आपण इथे आलेलो कॉलेजमध्ये तर नीट डॉक्टरकी करायची. आणि समाजाकडं संपूर्णपणे पाठ फिरवून आम्ही एखाद्या शामरुगासारखे वाळवंटात डोकं खुपसून बसलो. तिकडं समाजाचं काय चाललेलं आहे आम्ही कधी विचारच केला नाही, कारण आम्हाला.
So you see, we are talking about a native speaker. Native speaker of any language. We are talking about Marathi. ही व्यक्ती आपल्याला माहिती कोण आहे. त्यांचं लहानपण, त्यांचं बालपण, त्यांचा जन्मच पुण्यातला, पर्टिक्युलर पेठेतला. त्यांच्याबद्दल मी थोडंसं सांगेल, कारण थोडंसं कनेक्शन आहे त्यांच्याबद्दल. माझ्या वडिलांचे आजोबा जेव्हा पुण्यामध्ये आले आमच्या गावाहून, आमचं गाव वेल्ला आहे, 75 किलोमीटर्स अवे फ्रॉम पुणे सिटी, कात्रजच्या घाटाच्या वर, राजगडाच्या पायथ्याला आमचं गाव आहे. तर जेव्हा माझ्या वडिलांचे आजोबा पुण्यामध्ये आले सुतारी काम करायला, तर ते येऊन जाऊन करायचे, काम करायचे, इथं राहायचे, 2-3 दिवस काम झालं की परत गावाला जायचे, असं चालायचं त्यांचं. मग त्यांना लक्षात आलं की आपल्याला येऊन जाऊन करण्यापेक्षा आपण इथं भाड्याने राहू. मग गद्रेंचा वाडा म्हणून नारायणपेठेमध्ये वाडा आहे आता पण, तर तिथं ते राहायला लागले त्यांच्या भावांबरोबर वगैरे. मग त्यांचं यथावकाश लग्न वगैरे झालं असेल. आणि माझे वडील जेव्हा जन्मले तेव्हा ह्यांच्या वाड्याच्या बाहेरच एक डॉक्टरचं क्लिनिक होतं, ते म्हणजे श्रीराम लागू, त्यांचं क्लिनिक होतं. माझ्या वडिलांना त्यांनी ट्रीटमेंट पण दिलेली. काय सर्दी खोकला वगैरे झाला की कुठल्या डॉक्टरकडे जायचं तर बाहेरच्या लागूनच्या दवाखान्यात जायचं, असं ते. तर दॅट्स अ साइड, दॅट्स डायग्रेशन विच आय मेड. व्हॉट आय वॉन्ट टू मेक अ पॉइंट हिअर इज, ह्या लोकांची भाषा, मराठी भाषा आपल्याला कॉपी करायची असते जेव्हा एखाद्याला मराठी भाषा शिकायची, कारण ती एक स्टँडर्ड असतं मराठी भाषा शिकण्याचं. मराठी भाषा शिकायला अशा सर, तर आपल्याला काय करायचं आपल्या लँग्वेज लर्निंग मध्ये, व्हॉट वी नीड टू डू हिअर, वी नीड टू फॉलो देम, वी नीड टू कॉपी देम ब्लाइंडली. How would we copy them? Listen them every now and then. Every now and then. This word, every now and then. Every now and then is again a phrase. We need to use it. मराठी भाषेमध्ये पण अशा काही म्हणी आहेत, काही वाक्प्रचार आहेत, आपण यूज करतो दररोज. आपल्याला कळत देखील नाही की ते वाक्प्रचार असतात, त्या म्हणी आहेत, हे आपल्याला माहिती नसतं. इंग्रजीमध्ये पण अशा भरपूर काही फ्रेजेस आहेत, म्हणी आहेत, तर त्या आपल्याला यूज कराव्या लागतील. ते यूज करण्याच्या अगोदर आपल्याला माहिती असायला पाहिजेत. त्या आपल्याला त्या कदाचित पाठ कराव्या लागतील, कदाचित त्या सारख्या यूज करून करून आपल्याला त्याची सवय होईल. सो दॅट इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. युझिंग proverbs, adjectives, adverbs in our language, knowing them, having a list of them is very important. That's the reason, noting them down is very important. Every now and then is a new phrase for you. Every now and then म्हणजे काय? प्रत्येक वेळी. Every now and then. Tom, Dick or Harry. These are phrases which native speaker uses. Not many people use this Tom, Dick or Harry. Not many people use every now and then. A person here in India will simply say every day, every time, but not every now and then. एवढं मोठं कोण बोलणार असं त्याला वाटेल, कारण त्याला every now and then हे माहितीच नसतं. Why they use this long? Every now and then I'm telling you to write down this. Why are you not writing it down? असं बोललं जातं, बरोबर. असं नाही बोलणार, hey, I'm telling you every time, why don't you write down? त्यात काय एवढं खास वाटत नाही. पण when I say every now and then I'm telling you to make the notes of the points which I'm telling you. Why are you not listening? एव्हरी नाव अँड देन. सो आपण जेव्हा लॉंग बोलतो तेव्हा आपण काहीतरी प्रेशर करत असतो, काहीतरी त्याला काय म्हणतो, त्याला वी ट्राय टू इम्बाइब इन हिज माइंड दॅट आय एम टेलिंग यू दिस एव्हरी नाव अँड देन. तर प्रत्येक वेळी म्हणजे एव्हरी नाव अँड देन. ओके, वन मोर पॉइंट बिफोर आय फॉरगेट. सो वी ऑल्सो वॉन्ट टू लिसन to a native English speaker as to how does he speak. Now for that, I'm little confused as to whom I would share a conversation of. Okay, let me do this. Let me show you a conversation between two Indians, but they perfectly follow native English speaker because they are English scholars. English scholars म्हणजे इंग्रजी भाषेचे ते स्कॉलर आहेत ते. So let me show them now. One moment.
Good evening and welcome to Conversations with Nasiruddin Shah. Nasir, if you were to play an actor called Nasiruddin Shah, how would you go about preparing for it, and what would you portray him as?
I think I'd probably end up portraying a perfect version of myself, and I think it would be too much of a challenge to ask me to portray myself truthfully.
What is the perfect version of yourself?
The perfect actor, the flawless actor. Let us say a godlike version of myself.
Well, let me put the question differently. What do you consider are your greatest failings as an actor then, that you would want to overcome in this perfect actor role?
I don't know if I would call them failings. But over the years, the more work I do, I find myself falling into familiar and safe grooves while playing a particular emotion. And I have come to realize that that is a failing because, for example, the way two different people show their anger or their joy or sorrow or anything is never the same. But somehow or the other, my manner of expressing anger or frustration with the system and so on it has almost become a type as far as my own acting is concerned. But the nature of the film industry is such that they will mostly settle for the safe ways out, and which is why, as a result, a number of the roles I get to play are those of the person against the system, the person who's very angry with all the injustices that occur. I have to find newer ways of playing that emotion. I would say that the failings are in terms of craft. I wouldn't say there are very many failings in terms of my approach to acting.
You're a trained actor. You've been through drama school. How important has the training process been to you? Are you able to draw on that?
So, ladies and gentlemen, these are Mr. Rajiv Mehrotra and Nasruddin Shah for you. So you see, I don't know what have you observed while listening to them, watching them. I'm in love with Mr. Rajiv Mehrotra. The other guy in a suit was Mr. Rajiv Mehrotra. He's a phenomenal guy. While speaking, the way he presents himself in front of us, the way he speaks, each and every word which he utters or pronounces is just a teaching or a learning for me, for that matter, as to how this language is spoken and how to how to put it forth. There may be hiccups. He may be talking very slowly. Okay, now speaking fast, speaking fast doesn't mean that you're speaking well. Speaking any language fast or instantly or speedily doesn't mean that you know that language, or you speak that language very well. That's a wrong assumption. So there are so many assumptions we have, negative or wrong assumptions, in our English language learning, that he speaks so fast. Is impressive. He speaks English very fast. He आपण म्हणतो ना, अरे तो ओलं फास्ट इंग्लिश बोलतो. इफ ही म्हणजे आपल्याला वाटतं अरे खूप भारी बोलतो तो तो आपल्याला इम्प्रेस करतो, बरोबर ना, जनरली. पण तो जर नेटिव्ह स्पीकर बरोबर बोलायला गेला, तो म्हणेल की बाबा मला तू काय बोलतो काहीच कळत नाही. आय मीन, ही विल पुट इट इन इंग्लिश. ही विल से, आय डोंट अंडरस्टँड मिस्टर, आय डोंट नो व्हॉट यू सेइंग, प्लीज स्पीक स्लोली, please speak clearly, please speak my language. They will put it in a very boldly, please speak my language, माझी भाषा बोल. काय बोलतोय मला काही कळत नाही, म्हणजे मराठीत सांगायचं झालं तर. And most insulting response that particular guy gets when any native speaker says that. This has happened with me as well. In a way of impressing someone, that native speaker, I used to speak fast, and then the other guy used to say, please stop a bit, please be slow as much as possible, I don't understand what you're saying. I want to speak with someone who knows English, and that was a slap on my face. माझ्यासाठी ती एक थापड होती माझ्या गालावर. की अरे, I have done my masters in English literature. I have studied English for like 5-6 years academically, but I was not following a native speaker. So first rule is we need to speak this language slowly. That way the other person can understand. Speaking speedily or fast or instantly doesn't mean that you know that language well, or the person in front of you will understand you better. No. आपल्याला सदाशिव पेठेतली मराठी शिकायची, आपल्याला इंग्लिश त्या ह्याच्यात शिकायची, जसं राजीव मेहरोत्रा बोलतात, नसरुद्दीन शाह बोलतात. नसरुद्दीन शाह, again, is not that scholar, not into language in particularly specially, he is into acting. But Rajiv Mehrotra आणि इतर नसरुद्दीन सॉरी दुसरं कोणाचं एक्झाम्पल घेता येईल आपल्याला इंडियन म्हटलं तर ती मेरा नाम जोकर मधली ती हिरोईन नाही का, ती टीचर असते, तिचं नाव काय आठवतंय का? मेरा नाम जोकर. सिमी गरेवाल. सिमी गरेवालची पण इंग्रजी. तुम्हाला माहिती का सिमी गरेवाल कोण? No. Okay, let me show it to you. One moment.
Yeah, I know this is confidential, but can you tell me what is your salary?
My guest tonight is from the select and rarefied circle of India's men. His famous name carries a legend of achievement with integrity, as does the man himself, Ratan Tata. We first met at a time in our lives when we'd both returned from abroad and were both at the threshold of unknown worlds that lay ahead. For him, the world of corporate challenge. For me, the world of celluloid fantasy. Today, the same Ratan Tata stands tall as chairman of the Tata Group, undisputed leader of Indian industry. I feel a special pride and privilege to have a rendezvous with the intensely private and immensely gracious Ratan Tata. The world is rushing by so fast. Let's press the pause. Just let your thoughts, your trail until your soul. Ratan, I want to thank you for accepting my invitation. I know how media aloof you are, so can I just say quite simply, I'm honored by your presence. Thank you.
Thank you, Simi. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Do you remember when we first met? Long back.
Yes.
You'd just come back from the US after graduating in architecture and structural engineering,
That's
wasn't it?
correct, yes.
Is that what you had planned to do with your life, to become an architect?
Yes, and in fact, I worked in the U.S. as an architect and as a structural engineer for a period of time after I graduated and had no intention of coming back.
So you were well settled there.
Well, I was not well settled, but I was happily employed there.
Then what happened?
My grandmother talked me into returning, or rather I returned because she wanted me back.
This is Lady Navajbai Tata.
That's right, that's right. She was at that time getting quite old, and I'd been very close to her. My mother and father had divorced when we were my brother and I were quite young, and she brought us up. So I was quite close to her, and she wanted me back. And so I came back for her, or I would not have come.
Yes.
I happily came back.
Okay. After a few months, I remember you moved on to Jamshedpur.
Actually, after 15 days, I think, of returning, I was sent out to Jamshedpur.
What was it like then?
It seemed like everyone was concerned that I should not be treated differently. So I was told to stay in an apprentice hostel, and I worked on the shop floor for 6 months in Telco.
So again, you see, Ratan Tata for that matter, and Simi Garewal. We need to fall in love with these people in terms of language speaking. I hope you feel the same way. तुम्हाला पण तसंच वाटतं, बरोबर ना? अशी मी आशा करतो. I hope that you feel the same way. We will learn this language only by listening to these people. I assure you this. This is what I've done, what I have been doing since I don't know how many years. Since the time I'd done my SSC. Until 10th, I was not attracted towards this language. It only happened when me and my dad started a business called Amway together. That's when I used to listen to Americans, their speeches, their lectures, in a form of a recorded cassette, and I've fallen in love with them. So that was the right move in my life in terms of English speaking. That was the right move. I went through a right direction, somehow unconsciously. It was not something like that, I took a spoken English class where that's some vernacular guy, new word now. So vernacular guy is teaching me a grammar, and I'm also under the impression that I will learn a language from him. No. So I thank God that I went through right direction from the beginning, on a right path from the beginning. It might be a God's plan that I found good teachers, good gurus, and those gurus were these. In those days there was no YouTube, but there was Doordarshan, where In Conversation was a program used to telecast on every Saturday, I remember, at around 8:30 p.m. I used to wait for that program every Saturday. I used to sit in front of a TV like 10-15 minutes before, just to listen to that In Conversation. Then there was some other program on BBC channel. I don't remember the name of it, but that was also an interview program, a one-on-one. someone is taking an interview of someone and both of them are talking. Someone is asking a question and the other one is answering that question. Like two friends are talking, two friends are chatting. So this is a part of your learning from now on. The clues which I'm giving you, uh, the 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 people which I'm mentioning you in this session, make a note of those names, listen to them on YouTube as much as possible, see how they speak, see the way they gesture. Gesture is a new word for you now. Gesture, okay. And there are techniques which I've told you to follow. Techniques in the sense, use Telegram, use uh, for vocabulary building. You need to take a screenshot of the word and the meaning and send it to yourself or send it in the group, uh, and learn new words. Learning new words and pronouncing those words clearly, these are two different things. शब्दाचा अर्थ कळणे आणि तो शब्द व्यवस्थित उच्चारणे ह्या दोन वेगळ्या गोष्टी आहेत. शब्दाचा अर्थ माहिती असेल, शब्द आपल्याला माहिती असेल तो इंग्रजी मधला, पण त्या शब्दाचं जर प्रोनाउन्सिएशन, त्याचा जर उच्चार आपल्याला व्यवस्थित करता आला नाही तर ते शून्य आहे. So that is important. So learning the meaning of the word and pronouncing it correctly, the way native speaker pronounces, is as important as learning or the knowing the meaning of that word. This is very, very important. It has to be clear, crystal clear in your mind. Crystal clear is again a new phrase for you. Crystal clear.
एकच मिनिट हा.
हो
एकच मिनिट.
हो हो. So these are, see, this particular session has been a very important session because this is actually an introduction towards language learning. So this will turn out to be a very good session. I have recorded this. Okay. We have been together since what? Since how many minutes now? How many minutes? So we started at like 5. It's 6 a.m. right now. If you want me to continue even after 6 a.m., we will do so, but it depends on you people because you also have your daily work planned. You have your next plan for the day. If you want, we can stop here. We will continue this journey tomorrow and days to come. But this is how we're going to learn language. And my job is to make you aware of this every now and then. See, I'm using every now and then again. Okay, because that's a part of my habit. That has become my habit. So be habitual of good language. सवय चांगल्या लँग्वेजची लावून घ्या. So be conscious as to what language we need to follow, we need to copy. Not any Tom, Dick or Harry's language. Speak clearly, speak confidently, speak with correct pronunciation. That is the thumb rule to learn a good language. Any questions for me? I mean, if you don't have, I mean, if we want to wrap up this session, wrapping up is a phrase now again. Did you get it? Okay, yeah. Wrapping up. It's a new word, a new phrase. Wrapping up म्हणजे close करणे, गुंडाळणे. So if you want, we can wrap up this session for today. And before we wrap it up, what question do you have? before you think, I mean, while you think about it, see, let me tell you this. Every session gonna be a exclusive session, very interesting session. You will enjoy this session for sure. You will wait for every new session. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it because I'm enjoying it myself, talking with you guys, learning together. It's a foreign language. It's not our mother tongue. ही आपली मातृभाषा नाहीये, ही फॉरेन लँग्वेज आहे. मी देखील शिकतोय, and this is an opportunity for me to learn with you, learn together. All of us are learning together. It's just that I have spent some time more than what you have. मी त्या रस्त्यावरून पुढे गेलेलो आहे, तुम्ही मागे आहात, पण तुम्ही त्या रस्त्यावर आहात. And my motive, see, motive, motive, motive. It's not motive, it's motive. So my motive is, my goal is to make you be on that road all the time. If you're digressing from that way, I will make sure that, you're coming on that road. Digressing again, digressing. One moment. Digress. I'm just checking the spelling for digress. Digress म्हणजे मूळ मुद्द्यापासून भटकणे. So if any point when I feel that you're digressing from your topic or from language learning, I will make sure that you're coming on that way. That is something which I will assure. Okay, so these gonna be wonderful sessions together with each other. We're gonna learn so many things. And this is language learning. This is not a crash course. You will find so many crash courses in the market that they will claim that you will learn. If you enroll for this particular crash course, we will teach you this language in 60 days or 90 days. You're making fool of yourselves if you're falling prey to those advertisements. Falling prey. Falling prey म्हणजे बळी पडणे. If you're falling prey to those commitments, you know what's gonna happen. So this is not a crash course. If someone says that join this crash course of learning English language, we will teach you in 30 days or even 30 seconds, they say sometimes. It will not be a crash course, but that will turn out to be a crash in your life. I hope you got the joke. मी मध्ये मध्ये जोक पण करतो बरं का, हसायचं. Okay, so that was. Should we end this session on a happy note? Okay, so ending something on a happy note. Ending something on a happy note. This is also a good sentence to use. So if you don't have any questions, we will wrap up today's session, and we'll meet tomorrow. I hope this okay, Vishnu and Miss Kanchan. Great. See you tomorrow then. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Goodbye.